So I'm working on the little cargo unloader project here. I've got a winch that I took apart, welded a socket onto it. I put a nut on the end of this. I've still got the other handle, still got the hole for it and everything. Let's see what I did with the other handle that I made. Alrighty, I had an old ratchet and I stuck it in a piece of conduit. Bent me a handle on the end, so this was on there. And that is a ratcheting handle now. So I can, if I can't make it all the way around, I can just come back for another, go around halfway and come back for another one. But now I'm welding this on. Once I get this welded on, I put this winch back together, but I wanted y'all to see what exactly was in this winch and how I hooked it up to it. Basically, you can see it's just, I'll put a link to the winch on the down in the description to show you which winch that I use. But when you take it apart, you've got a gear with a nut on it here, and I'm just welding this on that nut. Once I do that, I'm gonna put everything back together and we're gonna try something. Okay, so once I got the socket welded on, actually it wasn't hot enough for me, so I heated it up with a torch so that I can melt a hole in the case. As you can see, the case will now go perfectly over that, just like that. So once I put this all back together, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so here we have the little winch put back together. You can see the socket sticking out of the side. I have took the cable off. This winch will still work for a winch too. I haven't ruined the winch, but I'm making it so that it does dual purpose. So now, you flip this switch. Socket's turning. Now you want it to turn that way. It's got to turn that way to crank the truck bed unloader. So I might just try to slap it on there and see what it does. So I'll show you my idea here. Got the winch, the modified winch. Goes on to here. Have to make a way to mount it. And that is how it's going to eventually work. Okay, so next step I did was I took and welded a couple pieces of angle iron, and they just kind of hit the tailgate right here, so that when you flip the switch, that turns and pulls all that out. And I think that may work. We're going to try out and see. Put a little bit more load on it. See what I've done. I took just a bungee strap and strapped the whole thing to where it can't fall off. Flip the switch. I'm not going to dump him off today, that'll be next time. So that has got the design started on this. Kind of rigged up, but it'll work. Now I've got to run this to the battery, of course. Run this up into the cab so that I can operate it from inside. And I'll go get a load and we'll try just tailgating, just driving along, dumping, and just see how it works. I bet it'll work okay. So we'll try that. Here's one of the little holes I filled in right here. That saved a whole lot of work from unloading the truck again. You still have to load it, of course, but I might be able to come up with something for that too. But anyway, the little modification that I made to that, I think I like it. Saves a lot of back work. Also, my emergency brake, it's not working on old green right now, so if I would have tried to park on this hill, she'd have just rolled backwards. So this way, I can sit there and hold the brake, flip the switch, unload, and then pull up. Makes it a whole lot easier. Anyway, it's not quite the tailgating mechanism that I really wanted. It's kind of slow, so I can't just take off driving and tailgating. But anyway, it does work. It would probably go a little bit faster if it had a better battery on it. That battery was a little low. I don't have it tied into the truck battery yet. I'll probably just go ahead and do that. But I guess that's my little mod. Anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. See y'all on the next one.